ADU remodel and update everybody with what's going on here. And hopefully you can take some of these tips to help yourself on your next project. So this ADU was built in the 90s and it was due for a full, fresh update. So it hadn't been touched since the original owner, who had built it himself in 1997, completed it. So what we've got here is brand new paint on all the walls. So I went with an eggshell off-white on the walls, and then the lid in these big tall vaulted ceilings, they're almost 16 feet tall at the peak. The lid is all bright white. So the trick with the bright white lid in a semi-gloss is that you have passive solar bouncing off the floor and up to the ceiling, and the space feels a lot bigger. The cabinets were a golden oak, and I wanted to freshen those up with a new kind of farmhouse look with a bright white. So I primed the cabinets after I sanded them. I scrubbed them with TSP and bleach to get all the grease out of the pores of the wood so the primer would stick. And then after the primer, I went with 3 coats of bright white commercial semi-gloss paint. I pulled the countertops out. They were a Formica, pink Formica. Here's actually a picture of what this is the original countertop in here, pink Formica. So these are all gonna get replaced with granite. And one of the things that kind of comes up in a remodel, I hate to say it, but the quarter turn valve underneath this faucet won't shut off all the way. So I didn't completely disconnect the supply lines. I'm not going to do that until I have the new countertop. But we'll get new granite countertops in here. And then on this bar top, before that was Formica, and I'm going to do a live edge black walnut bar. A friend of mine mills slabs. Jacob, if you're out there, looking forward to getting a slab from you to put on this little eating bar. The floor is going to be done last. So we have to make sure that when we're remodeling our project, we do it in the correct order. Like I would never want to refinish the floor before I paint. You can see that I'm not super worried about overspray or drips. I'm just getting ready to strip this place, take all the masking down, and that's my favorite part of painting. You can kind of see all the colors pop when you let the natural light in. So I've got masking up here on the skylights. Obviously all the windows are masked. I already stripped the bedroom here, and everything is fresh and clean. We've got new fixtures. This floor in here is going to get refinished as well. And then the bathroom, I do a semi-gloss bright white, so it'll make this small little 8x5 bathroom feel a lot bigger. And then the semi-gloss on the walls and the lid is really important in a spot that's going to have a lot of water vapor. If you use a flat or an eggshell, you'll get more runs down the wall, and it's also harder to clean. So use semi-gloss in your bathrooms. And then I also used a bright white in the mechanical room here just to make it feel a little bit larger. This is the washer dryer room, and obviously we've got the water heater here. This is back out onto the covered rear porch that I'm going to be remodeling and turning into a nice sunroom. So yeah, next probably by the end of the week I'm going to do the granite countertops this week, and new sink, new bar top, finish the floors next week, and put in new light fixtures, and that's about it. I should be done next week. I'll do a walkthrough when I'm done. You can like and subscribe to my channel if it brings you value, but more than anything, use this info to start planning your ADU today. I see that there's maybe a couple people on here. If anybody has any questions, I respond to every single comment. So if you have a question about a project you're working on or a project you want to do, you can email me, you can comment here, you can ask me a question. You can go to my website, thataduguy.com. My phone number's on there. You can call me, and I usually answer. So all I ask is that if you call, be ready to take action. I hope everybody's having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.